Toyota is practically the poster child of reliability. Say the word dependable, and someone somewhere is probably already nodding and saying, "Yep, get a Toyota." But here's the twist. Toyota's not alone anymore. In fact, a few brands have slowly and steadily been building their own reputations, not just matching Toyota in quality, but in some cases quietly doing it better. Today, we're diving deep into 4 car brands that are better than Toyota, not in theory, but in actual long-term ownership, real-world durability, and cost of maintenance. If that sounds like your kind of thing, hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Number 7, Mazda. What was once known as the small Japanese brand that made quirky, fun cars has grown into one of the most engineered for reliability brands on the planet. Mazda's strength today lies in its philosophy: simplify, refine, repeat. Instead of chasing flashy gimmicks or tech overload like some competitors, Mazda has focused relentlessly on building vehicles that are smart, durable, and consistent. Everything under the exterior is built with one goal in mind: to work well for a very long time, without getting in your way or your wallet. One of the reasons Mazda stands out is that it doesn't try to be everything to everyone. The brand keeps its model lineup lean, which means they can focus more engineering and quality assurance on every vehicle they release. That smaller range allows them to fine-tune parts, streamline production, and reduce the number of variables that lead to recalls or breakdowns. It's kind of like a restaurant with a small menu. They don't make 100 different dishes, but the few they do, they're excellent every time. Mazda has also stayed away from overly complex technology. That means fewer electronic systems to fail over time, less chance of getting stranded because of a fried sensor or a malfunctioning control module. Even their interiors are designed to be driver-focused, easy to use, and minimal, which is both refreshing and practical for long-term ownership. And here's the clincher. Mazda consistently ranks among the top 3 most reliable brands in long-term dependability studies. That includes everything from mechanical performance to interior durability to repair frequency. In some cases, Mazda edges out Toyota by offering slightly lower ownership costs over a 5 to 10-year span. So if you're someone who values peace of mind, enjoys driving, and doesn't want to deal with complicated maintenance, Mazda offers a rare combination of driving enjoyment and bulletproof reliability. It may not be the biggest brand out there, but it's absolutely one of the smartest choices you can make. Number 3, Subaru. If Mazda is about minimalist precision, Subaru is about rugged dependability. And no list of Toyota Challengers is complete without mentioning Subaru, the automaker that builds cars with real-world resilience in mind. Not just for smooth city roads, but for gravel, snow, rain, and whatever else nature throws your way. Subaru's reputation for reliability is deeply tied to how their vehicles are engineered. Everything is purpose-built. There's no fluff, no frills just for the sake of trends. Subaru focuses on what drivers actually need: traction, balance, stability, and longevity. Their powertrains are known for their long-term toughness, and their drivetrains are built to survive harsh environments without blinking. One of the most unique things about Subaru is how it sticks to its core mechanical systems. Instead of jumping from one drivetrain strategy to another every few years like some brands do, Subaru has doubled down on refining and improving its long-standing architecture. And that means fewer unexpected failures, because they're not reinventing the wheel every model year. Subaru's reliability also benefits from their realistic tech adoption pace. Unlike some competitors who rush out half-baked infotainment systems or load their cars with gimmicks that add complexity, Subaru is careful and deliberate. When they add new technology, they make sure it works, and that it won't break a year after your warranty ends. That's a huge deal if you plan to keep your vehicle for a long time. Add to that the brand's emphasis on durability-first design, things like thicker glass, tougher paint finishes, and well-insulated interiors. And you're looking at a car that holds up physically, not just mechanically. People who drive Subarus tend to keep them longer, and they report fewer major mechanical issues even into high-mileage territory. Number 2, Honda. Let's talk about Honda, a name that has gone toe-to-toe with Toyota for decades. And while both brands are known for reliability, Honda has carved out a unique space where performance, longevity, and simplicity come together in near-perfect balance. Honda doesn't just build cars that last. They build cars that last well, meaning they don't just survive, they thrive. Their engines are legendary for their endurance, and we're not talking about gentle city driving either. These engines are designed to be pushed, revved, and worked, and yet they remain some of the most dependable in the world. One of Honda's biggest strengths is its engineering discipline. They don't overdesign. They don't overcomplicate. Every component has a reason for existing, and everything is put together in a way that minimizes failure points. That means fewer moving parts where unnecessary, and fewer systems prone to wear or malfunction over time. Honda is also known for its low total cost of ownership. Maintenance is straightforward. Repairs are rare. And when they do happen, they're typically cheaper than Toyota, thanks to accessible components and widespread parts availability. Mechanics love working on Hondas because they're logical, consistent, and built with a kind of mechanical honesty that's becoming rare. When it comes to electrical systems, Honda strikes a great balance between modern features and long-term reliability. Their tech is clean, user-friendly, and doesn't become a source of constant repairs like what you'll find in some rivals. Plus, their vehicles tend to maintain their ride quality and cabin integrity even after a decade or more on the road. While Toyota may have the brand image of being the most reliable, Honda proves that you don't need to compromise performance or style to get a car that's just as dependable. In fact, many longtime Honda owners argue that their vehicles feel more connected, more alive, and more mechanically sound over time compared to their Toyota equivalents. In short, Honda might be the most well-rounded rival Toyota has. It offers reliability not as a trade-off, but as a bonus on top of better driving dynamics, smarter engineering, and equal, if not better, long-term results. Number 1. Lexus. Let's revisit a brand that many people associate with luxury and comfort, but not enough folks recognize as a pinnacle of long-term reliability. Lexus. Now, sure, it's technically the luxury division of Toyota, but if you think that means it's just a Toyota in a tuxedo, think again. Lexus is in a category of its own, not just in luxury, but in how obsessively it's engineered to avoid problems over time. Here's the thing, Toyota builds vehicles to last. Lexus takes that formula and adds even stricter build tolerances, better materials, more thorough inspections, and a design philosophy that values durability just as much as elegance. The result? A brand that doesn't just match Toyota's reputation, it often outclasses it in every single area that matters to long-term ownership. Lexus doesn't cut corners. Components like electronics, safety systems, and drivetrain technologies aren't just taken off the Toyota shelf and dropped into a fancy interior. They're refined, upgraded, and tested to endure more stress, more time, and more miles. And while luxury competitors often sacrifice reliability in favor of bleeding-edge features, Lexus takes a more conservative, calculated approach. What's even more remarkable is the consistency across their entire lineup. No matter the size, price point, or trim level, Lexus vehicles routinely score at the top of dependability rankings, and not just in the first few years. We're talking 10, 12, even 15 years down the line. These cars aren't just low maintenance, they're low-risk investments, especially compared to the repair nightmares that often come with European luxury cars. And it's not just about mechanicals. The interior of a Lexus, the leather, stitching, buttons, displays, holds up like it was designed to live in a time capsule. And even though it's under Toyota's corporate umbrella, Lexus has proven time and again that it's not just Toyota with extra polish. It's Toyota Plus on every single level. So if you're someone who wants luxury without the constant trips to the service center, a smooth ride without the stress, a car that lasts not just longer than average, but longer than almost anything else on the road, Lexus is your brand. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.